I cannot believe I had Greeny Peak on a weekend all to myself. I had this whole place all to myself. Where is everybody? What's everybody doing? I got a little nervous because as I was coming up, there's a crap ton of people camped down at the bottom as you start to come up to Greeny Peak. There's nobody up here. I had one side by side come up, take in the view, and then leave. That's it. Had the place all to myself. So, yeah, what am I doing? I'm currently in New Mexico, Red River, New Mexico, to be exact. And Kara is in right now Northern California, and just her and Danielle are having an amazing time. And since they're out doing their own thing, I wanted to kind of go on my own trip. So I am solo for the next 4 days. Today I'm going to make my way across northern New Mexico and end up camping in Colorado, and then spend several days just exploring new areas of Colorado, southern Colorado, that I've never been before. So that's the plan for the next several videos from me. We're going to bounce back and forth between this trip and Kara's trip with the upcoming videos. But that's my goal, is I'm going to have a blast and just explore solo. So that's the plan. Well, it is 7:20 and I'm on the move. The time change difference, I never get used to that, especially that first night. I woke up at 5:30 this morning. Of course, the sun was starting to rise. I wanted to get the sunrise shots, but I went to bed stupid early last night. I think I was asleep before 10, which was 11 my time. But pro tip, if you are overlanding through the mountains, pay attention to the elevation of your first night's camp. I was at 11,200 feet up at the top of Greeny Peak, and that's not bad for me. Everybody is different. Some people, 8,000 feet is like, I can't breathe, and some people, 13,000, 14,000 feet is fine. So everybody's different. But especially if you don't live in the mountains, pay attention to that elevation the first night. Don't recommend, probably camping that first night above 10,000 feet. I made the mistake a couple years ago of camping above 13,000 feet our very first night in Colorado, and that was the worst night's sleep ever. Because you couldn't breathe just to turn over in your bed. Just climbing up into your tent just took all the oxygen from you. So just be mindful of the elevation where your first night's camp is. Otherwise, it could suck. Well, my goal for the day is just to explore. I've been up here on Greeny Peak many times. It's my go-to spot for when I'm heading to Colorado, but I'm not in a hurry today. I just want to get to Colorado, cross into Colorado for camp. So I'm going to explore some more trails up here along Greeny Peak that I've never been on before, see if I can find other campsites for future trips for our Patreon subscribers. And then go explore some BLM land along the Royal Gorge. Is it Royal Gorge? I think Royal Gorge. I may correct myself later, but I think it's the Royal Gorge. And from satellite imagery, it looks like there's some potential for some killer campsites over there. So this trail is brand new. Never been on it before. We'll see what we can find here. But then I want to cross over and just start making my way kind of northwest through, I think, the Carson National Forest. I think that's what that is in that area. And see what I can find there. And then cross over to Colorado. I've got a couple spots marked on water because I would love to camp on water tonight. So that's the goal. Well, I found myself in a bit of a pickle. I didn't bring my chainsaw, which I should have. I do have an axe. I may try to cut that, but I cannot get underneath that as tall as my Gladiator is because it's going to hit the awning and it's going to hit the tent. Well, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. I tried using my axe. The wood's too dense. I tried using leverage and kind of lifting it up out of the way. That didn't work. It's too heavy. So I'm just going to backtrack. Hopefully find a place before too long that I can turn around. Well, I did it, and I didn't have to go too far, so yay for that. Now I'm just going to backtrack a little bit and reconnect just a little further down the trail. Not a huge deal. Alright, we're back on new stuff. This is going to loop around and connect me to the other side of that tree. That hill climb was a lot of fun. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Pretty good. Here's another pro tip for you. If you drive a solid front axle vehicle, particularly a Jeep, if you have a solid front axle vehicle, it doesn't matter if you are going to be doing super technical stuff and need all the articulation and stuff that you can get. Disconnect your sway bar. It will make the ride on the bumpy stuff a lot more comfortable. So I'm not even aired down. I'm like 37 psi. I did adjust my shocks to make the ride more supple, more plush, and disconnected my sway bar so it's not tossing me everywhere. The axle has room to flex without tossing the body around. So there you go. If you have IFS, ignore everything I just said. that if you have a solid front axle, disconnect your sway bar. I'm not having a lot of luck up here because the road on the map is supposed to go that way, but there's this way, so I guess I'll go this way and see if it circles around and reconnects, because maybe that's what happens. Well, it looks like I'm not going to get very far. Here's the map. My plan was, so I've done all this. I've done this stuff. So my plan was to cut off this way. That's where that first tree was. So I backtracked, came this way. Then I was going to go this way, which is what I was originally going to do, and then come back here and then reconnect, and then head out that way. But this little track is just bringing me back on this loop, and I'm going to end up back down there where I started. So I guess I'm not exploring this area after all. Oh well. So here I'll take off and I'll come this way and then go that way. So flexibility is key. You just gotta roll with it. It's just part of the adventure. This right here is a nice campsite if you just need someplace quick. Just pull off. We stayed here in 2019, I think. That was a good spot. Nice view. All right, let's try this one more time. That's where I came from, Greeny Peak. And that's where I came in last night from Red River. Never been this way before. Hopefully this one works out. Beautiful. Beautiful. I made it. No more trees down. And I know that this road's gonna be fine because you can see all this dark gray and the dates. All this stuff that I've been on is seasonal for winter because of snow. But this road here that I'm getting on is not seasonal, which tells me that they grade this year round. So this is open in the wintertime, which means it's gonna be a nice, wide, smooth dirt road. So let's see where it goes. I am super pumped about today because I think there's going to be a ton of variety. This is absolutely gorgeous here in this section of the National Forests. Then we're going to get over to BLM land and the Red River Gorge area, and then into the other side of that and the other National Forest. And I just think there's going to be a lot of variety today. I'm pumped. This is just beautiful. As nice and wide and graded as this road is, the washboards on it are horrible. So I have aired down just to make it more bearable. Actually, I'm in the process of airing down. I've got some new tire deflators that I can put on and drive with them on while they are down. So I'll show you those. They're freaking sweet. Oh dang. Saw this little offshoot from the main road and thought I'd check it out. Look at this. Look at this campsite. Man, this is beautiful. Got room for, I don't know, 4 or 5 rigs. Flat spots for tents. Beautiful stream to enjoy the sounds. This is awesome. Oh, definitely marking this one for future reference. I would love to stay here. So while I'm stopped, here's the new tire deflators. They're these guys. And what makes these special is you can dial in the PSI and it's accurate. So I've got it set on 18 PSI now. But it's JT Brooks. You can get them off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. But you can drive with them on. They're freaking awesome. Where am I? Oh, I'm all at 18. So I'm gonna take them off. I'm coming into the little town of Cuesta. Q-U-E-S-T-A. This is normally on our stop over here. We hit the highway and go north straight into Colorado. Not today. Today, heading south and then west and then northwest. All new things. Can't wait. I don't have very far to go down the highway, so I'm not bothering airing up my tires. Shouldn't be, but I don't know, maybe 5 miles. And then I'll turn off onto to go see the Rio Grande River Gorge. Not suitable for passenger cars. Good. I actually was wrong a minute ago. I said I was going into BLM land. I'm not. This is still National Forest. I thought this was BLM land, but I was wrong. I can see why I got this confused with BLM land, because this looks like BLM land, not National Forest. I mean, there are some short trees, but when I think BLM land, this is what I think of. Okay, well, I knew there would be some campsites along this bluff line, but this is real nice. It's not quite, you know, on the bluff, but gosh, the view here is incredible. See if I can get down here without stabbing my toe on a cactus or slipping. Wow. That's the Rio Grande River down there. And this is such a stark contrast to where I was this morning. God, it's gorgeous. It's just all gorgeous. It's really the little tiny cactus, since I wear sandals year-round. When I'm doing this sort of thing, it's the little cactus, like these guys right here. Whoa. It's these that I worry about. Just casually walking along and stabbing a big toe into it. Oh gosh, the campsite's really cool. Lots of flat ground. Firing. I mean, some okay trees for hammocks, but nice view. God, this is such a cool trail. It just skirts this ridge line here. And look at that. Multiple places to camp along it. This trail kind of ends here at this campsite, which, I mean, you could only fit 2, maybe 3 rigs with rooftop tents in here. But I think as far as the views go, this may take it. All right, it's now 10:40. This is what I came here for. This is what I came to find. So, time to get back on the main trail and head to Taos. I saw, I can't remember if it was a video or, I think it was a YouTube video. And the subject of it was, are these places getting too crowded? You know, the whole, because of COVID, everybody getting out again. Is it returning to normal? Is it still high? And I think so far this trip is proving, depends on where you go. I've seen no one, like very few people, none on the actual trails. So, and it's a weekend. That's what's bonkers. And Red River, New Mexico, you know, it's not as popular of a destination as, say, Ouray or Silverton, Colorado. I guarantee you, if I had been in the Ouray area, in the San Juans in Colorado, it would, yeah, I bet it was packed. I bet it's packed right now. So, there are so many places that you can go and not see people. If that's your goal, is to just get away and not see people. There's lots of places you can go. You just got to avoid the you know, the major places, the popular places. And as far as the campsites go, yeah, I had Greeny Peak all to myself. But down at the base of the mountain, there's a bunch of campsites down there. They were packed, like RVs, vans, cars with tents, toy haulers, because lots of side-by-side stuff down there, so they all pack in real tight. But up on Greeny Peak and all those campsites up there, Nothing. Not a thing. I mean, there's a lot of people missing out by going to all the popular places. And I know they're popular for a reason, but people are missing out because there's so much more to see and do and explore and experience. If you go into the popular places, then you're upset with all the crowds. Well, that's on you, because they're popular. Of course, there's crowds. I'm assuming this is the main way out, so should be nice and smooth and easy. As I'm making my way down the highway to Taos, wanted to remind you about our channel sponsors. The links to all of them are in the description. But if you're in the market for overlanding gear, check out Overland Addict. If you need the best offline navigation app, Guide GPS. If you're in the market for a Jeep, Bolton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They're down in Port Arthur, Texas. But they're one of the largest Jeep dealerships in the country, especially when it comes to 392s for the Wranglers. But they ship all over the country. So just the fact that they're down there in Port Arthur, and you may be in, I don't know, here in Taos, New Mexico, give them a call and just see what they can do for you. They're fantastic people there. The Big Iron Overland Rally, it is coming up very soon at the end of September. That is a fun event. It's music festival meets Overland Rally. It's just, sitting around camping with a bunch of cool people and listening to a lot of music. It is a lot of fun. It's at a cool location at the Big Brutus National Monument thing. But it's a lot of fun. And if you're kind of new to this and you want to take a guided trip to kind of learn the ropes and, see what this is all about, check out Go Explore USA. My buddy Brad, he does a fantastic job with that. We go on a lot of those trips with him. So I know we've got one coming up this fall to Kentucky. He keeps adding more locations. So check them out if you would. It is 1 o'clock now, and I've gotten everything I needed at the grocery store. I've had a delicious lunch at Jalapeno's Mexican Cafe. Some street tacos are really good. And topped off with fuel. Now I'm ready to go see more amazing things. Sorry for not, filming the restaurant and stuff. I don't do that. Okay, if you take a left here, you go to the Rio Grande River Gorge Bridge, which is friggin' awesome. I've been there several times. It's a really sweet spot. But I found another place to cross that's on a lower bridge and takes you down into the gorge through BLM land. So I'm looking forward to that one. It may be awful. It may be lame. But I think it's going to be cool. Well, apparently the road is closed here now. Interesting. I was hoping to go right up that road there, but it's blocked off in a couple locations. Well, I guess I'm going back around another way. Huh. Well, this detour is unfortunate. I wanted to go explore that area just a little bit. But looks like I'm crossing the Rio Grande River Gorge Bridge anyway. mean, it's cool. I'll get to show it to you. This road is insanely long and straight. Alright, we're turning off on dirt. I'm excited. Let's see where this goes. This little series of Forest Service roads that I'm jumping on is part of Lifestyle Overland's High Country Trail that he recorded last year. I think last year. So I'm using bits and pieces of it because I know it's been documented in his campsites later on that he's marked and stuff. So it's a very helpful resource. That's a nice spot. That's pretty. Driving through the mountains like this, when there's no one else around, I just think there should be more wildlife. I just think it should be very common to see herds of deer and elk and bear. Where are they? I mean, all these beautiful meadows and valleys and stuff, they should be there. Where are they? This valley is beautiful. There should be a herd of elk out there. Somewhere. Just grazing. Moose? Where's the moose? It's beautiful. Well, finally saw wildlife. I think that was a pronghorn antelope. And just out here all by himself, just like me. It's very cool. I mean, he was very curious. Like, just was walking toward me to see what is that? What is this person? What is that thing doing? God, that was awesome. I came over a hill and everything changed. Trees came back. Terrain got a little more rugged. Very cool. Well, I'm officially in Colorado now. I'm very disappointed that there wasn't a welcome to Colorado sign. The only sign was that you're leaving the Carson National Forest. So, thanks New Mexico for telling me. What's up, Colorado? You don't care? You don't want to greet us? And now that I'm in Colorado, Gold Camp. I don't think it's going to be too hard. I've got a couple campsites marked just right up the road here. And then across the highway, there's an area with a lake. I really want to check that out, unless one of these two campsites coming up are just epic. I really want to check out this other area. And I've still got plenty of daylight left, so why not? Well, someone's in that campsite, so that's a definite no. Pretty. Looks like that person's been there a while. Well, the lake is beautiful, but there's no camping down here. That's a bummer. I was really hoping you could camp on it. That's all right. I got other spots. Well, I didn't expect to find this at the end of the dead-end road, but there's a yurt. I don't know if you can rent that from the Forest Service or what, but there's a yurt. Well, this is a site that I found just looking at satellite imagery. I mean, it's small. That's all I need. Got the water right there. Yeah, I think I'm back into this. Well, I just pulled my Jeep down here where it was level. I'll just open the tent right there. I mean, there's some real potential for some wildlife here. But let's go check out the water. Oh, it's beautiful. Wish I could get right here on this bluff line so I could see down it, but this'll do. Well, I just noticed that I did a dumb thing installing my new awning. So I installed it with the tent open, you know, just to check everything, but I didn't install it with these on, and the pole hits that, which means this can't come all the way to here, and the pole is bent. So that's going to need an adjustment. Well, I decided to just put the awning away for now. I don't want it bending the poles and, you know, do anything to that. So until I can adjust it, which I may do here in a little bit, but the mosquitoes are horrible. I mean, just absolutely horrible. I've got my big thermocell out. I don't know that it's going to do any good out here, but give it a shot. I may just spend the evening working and watching Netflix and whatnot in the tent to protect me from the swarm. We'll see. Well, you know what doesn't work well above 10,000 feet? I think we're at, I think I'm like 10,500-ish, 10.4 something. Butane thermocells. I got it to light once, but it won't stay. Okay. Guess it'll be a night in the tent. Well, to help with the mosquitoes, I have changed clothes into long sleeves and pants. So, leaves less exposed. Seems to be helping. If I wake up in the morning and the next video from this trip has me with mosquito bites all over my face, and then you'll know why. For dinner, I'm keeping it simple because I don't want to cook the mosquitoes. So, chicken salad that I got at the grocery store in Taos, and some smoky bacon crab dip because it was on sale, and some pineapple. Okay. It'll do. I was gonna cook a steak, but no. Well, I'm currently copying all my files over before getting up in the tent. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a freaking blast today. Just saw so many amazing things. I can't wait for tomorrow. So be sure and subscribe so you don't miss out on the upcoming videos and the rest of Kara and Danielle's trip and to Northern California. They have found some epic campsites. I mean, they have done really well with the campsites. If you like what we're doing and you want to support the channel, gain access to special events, special content, all of our GPS data, even this campsite, I mean, it's not bad. Check out the Patreon link in the description below. And for Ozark Overland Adventures merchandise, go to shopoverlandapparel.com. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.